kvalifikācija. Jā.
Tas bija pauze.
Jā. Istabam pirmais brauciens. Step.
Rocking our V8 race engine. Outside zone was quite okay. Outside zone 2 is well there as well. Inside clip, he is there nicely. And yeah, the sound of a high revving V8, I don't know what can sound better. It's really angry sounding, and yeah, here's flirting a little bit with a tire off the track, but still manages to be in that outside zone during almost the whole run. And right now coming up to the last zone, and he is there as well. So Kristaps Bluš.
Gaidām punktus. Pirmajā metru pa vēlu, otrā zona ok, innerklips ok, trešais labi, ceturtajā bišķi pa sēklu, 5, 6, 81 punktus sastāviet. Braucam uz otro kvali. Visu mainīt. Viss būs savādāk, brauks ar nosu. Normāls rezultāts bija pirmajā, skatīsimies, kas tagad būs otrajā.
Involvement there. And here we see Kristaps Bluš representing Latvia in his HGK E92 Eurofighter. 7.3 liters, 900 horsepower. Let's see what Kristaps Bluš can do. P11 after the first run. Now in outside zone 1, yeah, not fully there, and bit of lacking some angle between outside zone 1 and 2. Now coming in a little bit better, coming in a little bit hotter, filling out these outside zone 3, 4, 5 as well. Snappy transition to outside zone 6, the longest outside zone which we have in this circuit. Then outside zone 7, yeah, with one wheel there, and now he tries to get to that outside zone, and he is there for outside zone 8, and yeah, I think the first one was a little bit more fluid, I would say. And it's 85, so 4 points better, 85 points for Kristaps Bluš.
Otrais kvalis nobraukts, it kā vairāk punktu. Labi, lai tā būtu. 85 punkti un šobrīd 7. vēl ir atlikušām dažām mašīnām. Bet laikam visi priecīgi par tā visu, ko izmainīja. Jā, we'll see. Šodienai vēl viens sapulce un rītā agrais rīts treniņiem. Rīt laikam līs, kas varētu šitam visam izmainīt vismaz vairs tās.
The next day.
Ja kolektori nebūtu nokrāsot droši vien ar keramiku kautu, tad būtu uguns.
Jā. Rēcīgs piedzīvojums, kad vārstāk blīvi izspiež. Mums ir?
Es domāju to pašu iespiest atpakaļ. Es domāju, ka blīvi kā tāda nav. Kā viņi tā izpūta? Tā viņi izpūta. Švāks nebija vaļā, ne? Labi izšķārs. Labi izšķārs. Tas bija pirmajā iemetienā, kā es atvēru.
Jautājums, kāpēc?
Viņa bija pats padavusies ar laiku.
Mums ir vispār vakums taču motorā.
Kas?
Vispār jau mums ir vakums motorā.
Mums šis slīdēja ārā. Tāda cerība ir.
Jā, vajag jau sākt mazgāt. Mums vajag paprasīt šiem nomināliem hermētiem. Tu vari viņiem paprasīt hermētiem?
Guys, you have a gasket maker?
Maybe.
Silicone. Good. Build tēmā.
It's not the greatest quality, but it's something.
It's build tēmā, it's always good.
Sarkanā, ja?
Yep, and it's red. You see, red is the It's what makes it good. It smells probably like vinegar. Gabrāns mēra.
Iedod to.
Visam, kāpēc viņi tādu lieto, bet nav.
Tā vienīgais, kas viņiem ir.
More here if you need.
Ļaļainais. Bet kāpēc jau šī vidi, kāpēc šis notika?
Es nezinu, tāpēc tās bija baigā tāds silikonietis mīsta. Kaut kādā brīdī viņi redz izlīdus.
Tā pirmā reize, kas tā notiek, ja?
Viņi smēdz izlīdus, tā, ka tu vākus maini, tur regulē vārds, dažreiz tad drūtiņi ielikt atpakaļ, jo viņi ir jau tādu uzbriedus. Šitā, kad jau visam pieskrolētam vākam izlīdus pirmo reizi.
Šis nolīmēts tagad.
Sacīkšu.
Ha?
Sacīkšu. Возгоночный.
Gabrāns pakoties. Jāgriež gabals ārā?
Nē, vienkārši jāgriež tam iekšā. Parāde, visi ir parādē. Tukši boksi, jāaizies un pastīsimies, kā tur viss sastājies. Jā, vispār labs brīdis izstāstīšu. Tas ir spotter turns, ja. Te nevienu šobrīd nav, bet normālā gadījumā ir te mēs stāvam un runājamies un filmējam visu no šejienes. Te, kur ir īstāps, visādi citas valstis. Tur fonā mēs dzirdam Artūru. Pirmais brauciens pret Brazīlu. Tūlītās startējam. Sildrieps un braucam.
Christoph Blusch with a good initiation now on the outside line, outside zone 1, outside zone 2, filling out almost completely now. Coming out to that inside clip, Rafael Marinho, doesn't have that speed, a bit of a wheel drop, but still keeping it floored, missing out that outside zone 5, but now on to outside zone 6 right from the beginning, trying to stay there, and Rafael Marinho with no chance to keep up with Christoph Blusch. He tries to steal it to the inside line, and now Christoph Blusch through the outside zone, right up.
2 līdz 3 korpusu viss trases garumā, viņš aiz tevis tev 2 zonas nebija ārējās otrajā daļā.
Jā, kaut kas sapīgs nav. Big korpus.
2-3 visu trasu praktiski vidū, kaut kur viņš tā tika bišķi klāt.
Christoph Blusch will be chasing. Brazil against Latvia, South America against Europe. Nice flick there by the Brazilian driver, Christoph Blusch, with some car lengths in the beginning, but now coming back to the Brazilian driver. Let's see how the lead run will be there. Tries to fill out the zones, the Brazilian driver, but Christoph is so much closer than Marinho was previously. Right now, next transition on to the long outside zone 6. Christoph is really hanging on. Not so far away, quite closely, and of course you have to play the tactical game sometimes as well. As Christoph comes closer at the last corner as they are screaming over the finish line.
Ļoti labi. Viss izdarīja. Kaut kāda atkrišanas bija, bet kā labi.
Līdzrants valtēm.
Vidējs arī ļoti līdzīgs, varbūt 1 punktu labāks.
Labāk, viņš tur ārpus līnijām brauc reiz.
Tas no tālu skatu punktu tikai redzams.
It's a win for Christoph Blusch, representing Latvia. He advances on to top 16.
Braucam top 3-2, sāk pilnēt lietus. Skatīsimies, kas tur no tā viss sanāks.
Good initiation, really wide line there by Christoph Blusch. We see that Nasser is following him quite close, really close battle right now up until this moment. As they move on to the next zones, outside zone 4, outside zone 5 is done by both drivers there. Nasser tries to hang on and is quite close, almost contact there, and there is contact between the two drivers, I think, during transition. Nasser is giving 100%, and this is Christoph Busch as well on his lead run. He is wide on the last corner, and what a close run, what a nice run, and what a nice sound there, and wow. But yeah, right now tricky conditions for the drivers. And good stuff from the beginning. Kristaps really close through that outside zone 1 and really close through outside zone 2 as well. We see the smoke isn't coming from the rear tires, it's much more slippery and the drivers have to adapt to that. They're going really close against each other. Here we see how much, a bit of a contact there before the transition, and right now to outside zone 6 coming through both drivers. Wow, what a great commitment by both drivers, really painting that outside line. Nasser, but Kristaps hanging on and putting up the pressure, and they're coming through the last corner. Kristaps with a bit of a less angle and trying to get over the finish line. This was a eventful one.
Jāpārbauda kreisais priekšējais. Kreisais priekšējais, man liekas, viņam tagad beidzamajā līkumā uztic. Tā man vismaz likās. Uztic, Vānters šķiet. Lauc ar stūru vai stāv taisni.
Iemetiens vienkārši čotkīs.
Es brīd domāju, ka es viņu mītīšu atstatēšu.
Jā, diezgan labi bija, visu izdarīja.
Labi izdarīja Nasers vai Kips?
Kips visu pareizi izdarīja.
Līderants Naseram.
Tikpat sekls, vienīgais lietu dēļ bija varbūt bišķi kaut kādās vietās labāks, bet to nevar ņemt vērā dēļ tā, ka viņš tur aizķērās.
Viņi vispār vairs nav, viss jau slapjais aizgāja,
Jā, pilnīgi slapjais.
Viņš ērstabilizatori jāgriež ciet. Vai vaļā? Varam mīkstināt, jā. Uz pusi stabils. Mēs ar pusi braucām arī pa sausu. Man rācī sēžās, man liekas arī. Tas pēdējais līgums, kur Kips vai viņš aizķērās, nav baigi nesmuks.
Diezgan, bet ne tik traks kā viņa pārmetiens.
Liekas, ka es atstatējos, vai kaut kāds kličs notika, tas leņķis tā noģorgājās. Likās, ka kaut kas salocīts, vai varbūt pa daudz gāzi atlaist.
Tu atstatējies?
Viņš jau tikpat labi varēja vienkārši lielā leņķī ielikt un visu.
And here that the results will come in just a few seconds. And the competition, and it's a one more time, it's too close to call, it's a one more time between Kristaps Busch and Nasser Al-Harbali Urias, and both are going to that acceleration zone. Oh, a bit of a hit there at the beginning, and I think there was no space. Whoa, what is Nasser Al-Harbali Urias doing there?
Kristaps uzsita diezgan stipri, gan pirms iemetiena, gan pirmajā pagriezienā, līdz ar to tur sākās kaut kāds troksnis no sērijas par to, ka viņš tur gribēja kaut ko pārbaudīt un vēl kaut ko, tad beigās tas El Salvadorietis paņēma 5 minūtes un tagad gaidām un būs otrā daļa no taimam.
So we need to blame for that contact the chaser, that he was too overeager on the run-up, and he just started too much in front. We are even saying on the briefing that we are not recommending starting on the red light because something like that is happening. That is helping them to keep up with very fast cars, which Kristaps Busch's car is very fast, so we understand why Nasser did that, but he just overdone it, and we needed to blame him for that mistake.
And it's only Kristaps Busch on the line, so it means that Nasser Al-Harbali Urias couldn't fix his car in the 5 minutes that he could get there. But Kristaps Busch is ready to fight, is ready in the second part of the battle, as he wasn't at fault at the contact, so he is Yeah, adapting to that wet line right now, to that wet surface, and of course we know if one car isn't on the starting line, then it's the other car who will advance. So Christoph Blusch finishing the second part of his top 16 one more time and over the finish line. A good initiation, both drivers really close to each other right from the beginning, right from the first meters. Outside zone 2 is nicely done, outside zone 1 wasn't perfect. Now they're coming through the inside flick. Now next transition to outside zone 4. Christoph maintaining that nice close proximity to the whole run, coming closer and closer to the whole course. And now next transition on to outside zone 6. Christoph Blusch hanging on there. And yeah, pushing it to the limit as Koji Tada doing a good job on his lead run, filling out these outside zones. And now last corner here we see Christoph's a bit fighting with this slower speed and over the line. Yeah, I think overcooked it a bit Koji Tada in the end, because by the Japanese driver. Now they have switched positions already, ready for the second part. Christoph Blusch out front, Koji Tada will be chasing. And now the first corner. Yeah, not perfectly on outside zone 1, but they're getting to outside zone 2 there pretty well. Koji Tada is really close, pushing on that pressure. Yeah, we know this Japanese close style. Right now Christoph Blusch painting that outside line, getting through the outside zone 5 as well. Now coming up to 6, and yeah, Koji Tada a bit of a mistake. I don't know why, maybe because of some adjusting there. Christoph Blusch the next transition, and they're coming to the last corner. Koji Tada can't keep up, and a bit of a distance between the two drivers, and they're over the finish line. Yeah, really eventful. And it is Christoph Blusch who gets the win, and Latvia advances on to top 4. Thank you, Koji Tada. It was a pleasure to watch this real Japanese style here in near Valencia in Spain at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo. So
nākamais Kuba vai kaut kas viņam pretī. Kristaps pēc tā visa brauciena uzvarēja, jo Japāns sagriezās.
The other top 4, which is Jakub Przygoński from Poland against Christoph Blusch from Latvia. If I remember correctly, I think they met. Good flick there by Przygoński, trying to get to that outside zone 1. Christoph Blusch trying to be as close as possible. That's of course his signature move, signature driving. And Przygoński going deep there, now to the outside zone. Yeah, he's painting that out nicely. Christoph Blusch trying to put some pressure on the Polish driver as they have this transition nicely, beautifully done by both. Moving to the long outside zone 6 right now, side by side. Poland against Latvia, Przygoński against Blusch. And now, yeah, perfect line there by Przygoński, who has using some braking, of course, there to get to that outside line. Christoph puts up the pressure, and what a run, what a battle there. Beautifully done by Jakub Przygoński and Christoph Blusch. So chasing Christoph Blusch with a good outside zone 1 right now. Przygoński on the inside of Blusch, and a nice outside zone there as well. Inside clip done beautifully, yeah, hugging it a little bit, kissing it a bit there. Now to that outside zone, Przygoński is hanging in there, hanging really close and mimicking everything, almost contact between the two drivers, mimicking everything what Christoph Blusch right now is doing on his outside zone. And you see Przygoński, what a precision there, almost touching. One cone goes off, but that's okay, as Christoph Blusch is beautifully painting out these outside zones and trying to get away a bit from Przygoński. Przygoński is close, and that's it for this run. Amazing driving. What a lead, what a chase. Big flick there by Jakub Przygoński. Now he got more to the outside zone than previously. Then Christoph Blusch following him closely right from the first meters. Coming up to that inside zone here, and now the transition to outside zone 4. Christoph tries to be as close as possible right now, and Jakub Przygoński, yeah, painting beautifully that outside line. One more transition here to outside, the longest outside zone 6. Christoph's hanging on there right by the side door of Przygoński. Kuba is doing a great job on his lead run, as he has done through the whole day. And now coming up to the last corner, really close battle. Both drivers doing their best, and that's it over the line for this battle. Coming now to outside zone 2, a bit of a handbrake there, and Przgonski is close there, loses a bit of some momentum, but I'm sure will fight back right now. Blush painting these outside zones as beautiful as Przgonski's did previously, and right now to the long outside zone 6 with both wheels there. Przgonski has come back, has gained proximity back, and he's now really close to each other, and coming up to the last corner. Now they have to pull the throttle down, and now Przgonski also being really close and side by side over the line. What a great top 4 one more time between these two drivers from Latvia and Poland. We have the results right now coming in, and who will get into the final, who will fight, and it will be Jakub Przgonski who gets the win and moves into the final. And Kristaps Blush will be fighting for that bronze medal in against Joachim Andersson. Jakub Przgonski.
Ko zaudējām Kubam ar one more time. Izskatās, ka dēļ 2 izbraukšanām ārpus tā paskatīsies vēlreiz, bet faktiski tā. Tūlīt dzirdēs, ko tiesneši saka, un tad sapratīs.
In the final, I need to say that my colleagues were right. It was really pleasurable to see this battle once more, and it was now even more clear from my perspective who should be the winner. This time, in first run, both drivers were better than in their first battle. Kuba Przgonski did only one mistake, and that's slightly longer handbrake on the initiation. Otherwise, the run was really clean, really on the line, transitions as we would like to see, and Kristaps was following it better than he was following it in the first battle. However, he was able to put during the chasing wheel off. He was cutting in some places, so he was losing a little bit of points. When they switched positions, Kristaps put wheel off on the initiation and also wheel off in between outer zone 1 and outer zone 2, which is quite significant losage of the points. He was slightly rotating after outer zone 6, and he put it a wheel, I already said wheel off at between 1 and 2. If we look on the Kuba's chase, he was cutting in outer zone 4, cutting in outer zone 7, but he was slightly having better proximity. There was maybe small contact before transition to outer zone 6, so we were not counting mistake of the leader in that position. However, if we look on it lead to lead, chase to chase, Kuba is getting more points.
Against each other, so Andersson out front, Blush following. Andersson with a nice flick there, going to that outside zone 1. Kristaps Blush following right from the beginning, from the first meters, and doing it both beautifully. This is a real battle, this is a big battle for third place, and now we see big angles through both drivers, and nicely done outside zones there by Joachim Andersson. He is doing it beautiful, but Kristaps, we see maintaining that proximity so close right now to that long outside zone 6. We see Andersson is really fighting there and really doing everything he can, and he does it beautifully, as does Kristaps as well in his chase position. Now the last corner, how close can they get to each other? The last corner for this fight, the first part of this fight, and over the line. What a battle! Amazing battle between Joachim Andersson and Kristaps Blush.
Diezgan labi, neko lieku neizdarīt.
And here we have, Kristaps on the outside zone, Andersson following quite closely. Both drivers doing the maximum, and we see Andersson is putting on the pressure in this chasing position. Kristaps Blush now to that outside zone 4, coming to that outside zone 5 here as well. And now you see Andersson is hanging really close there, Both drivers in that long outside zone 6, and what a battle between these two drivers here. I think pretty similar between them. And now the long corner, long last corner, and almost touching there as well. What a great battle between Kristaps Blush and Joachim Andersson. This was a real fight for the third place. And here we see Blush speaking with Andersson. Everything, under control right now. And I think two great drivers here. And we have the result coming in. And who will get the bronze medal? Who will get the bronze medal? And we have a decision that the bronze medal goes to Joachim Andersson. Joachim Andersson gets the bronze medal, and he is pretty happy about it. But we see Kristaps, appreciating also the driving of Joachim Andersson.
Kādi mēs pārstāvam realitātē uz kļūdām?
Kips arī vējās vispār, viņš to 40, viņš nogur. Es redzēju, tikai viņš nobrauc tik stabilā attālumā, viss bija skaidrs. Cilvēks sakurs un viss. Tam atliek tur ar kaut kur piebraukt, drusciņ tuvāk, un tas jau piesakšiem uzreiz cilvēku psiholoģi. Ai! Es te kas kaut kur viņš bija atpalicis.
Zini, es viņam pateicu?
Sūdīgākais ir sūdīga stabilitāte.
Nu jā, stabili sūdīgi. Zini, es viņam pateicu? Cilvēks, kurš uzvar ar čeisiem, nevar līdu gonku uzvarēt. Un tā arī notika. Jā, jauns teiciens, ja? Cilvēks, kurš brauc čeisus, nevar uzvarēt līdu gonku. Viņš to trubu domā pārrauc to?
Nē, tas cits materiāls šitam bankam. Tāds, no kā jātais karbo un īstam. Viņš cietāks tāds.
Vai viņš vienkārši neierauc iekšā? Ar to trubu?
To kasti, jā, ir viss samīcīgi.
Nu jā. Nu, visi vienojās par to, ka ir kaut kas nesagāja. Vienkārši kaut ko varbūt varēja izdarīt labāk, bet nesanāca. Līdz ar to, this is end of Valencia. Varbūt es vēl dabūšu Kristapa komentāru un kara, bet this is
Un pa trešo vietu ar Zviedru pilotu likās, jā, foršas iebraucies, tūlīt labāk sanāks, it kā informācija arī bija, ka viņš varbūt nav tik ātrs, kaut gan šitajā trasē. Neviens īsti nevarēja būt ātrs, tas tādā drift skolas ābec, es uzskatu, slapjā laikā pārvietoties 20 km/h un mēģināt tos 5 cm plus mīnus noturēties trasē, un kur pusriepiņa ārā, tā uzreiz tā ir kļūda, tā kā tāds maziņās salasīja noteikti vairāk nekā pretinieki, un jā, nu, rūgtums, kad ar 2 zaudējumiem jābrauc mājās, vienmēr ir forši aizbraukt ar uzvaru mājās, bet, nu, kā ir tā, top 4, es uzskatu, arī nav slikts rezultāts. Nu, tāds ir tas sports, nu, vienreiz vinē, vienreiz zaudē, tā kā, ja visu laiku viens vinētu, nebūtu interesanti. Tā kā ar pozitīvām domām neesam liek atbraukuši, liekas, ka pat no Latvijas delegācijas augstākais sasniegums kā iepriekš, tā kā tādā ziņā misija izpildīta, un tiekamies nākamreiz.